Hello and welcome. What you're about to see is a nearly unedited, uncensored, and unrehearsed interview. I'm Lawrence Carpetburner, and my cigarette is a pulp cigarette. The cigarette you never smoke, you only hold. The time is right now, the city is New York, and tonight I put my elbows on the table to ask penetrating questions from one of the world's most colorful characters. Today we meet Tom Bristol, commander of His Majesty's navies in the late 1600s. He has been labeled by some a mutineer and a renegade, and by others, a hero and a gentleman. His is a story filled with greed, passion, love, hate, and good and evil. Tonight we meet the man himself and hear firsthand what it's like to walk in the boots of Captain Tom Bristol. His story begins when he was saved from execution and kidnapped off his ship by the buccaneer Bryce, and later sentenced to marooning on a desert isle with a boy he believed at first to be a young midshipman who turned out to be a woman, Lady Jane. Commander Bristol, you've been called a mutineer, a renegade, a pirate. How do you respond to this?
Well, obviously, I wish certain people would be a bit less intolerant. But still, these misconceptions are very rare. I'm simply a sailor who happened into some good luck. That's all.
A very modest response. So, well, your publicist has told me that you have a tremendously long list of exploits, and I must say, for a man who says he isn't a pirate, you have been involved in some rather piratical, if I may use the word, activities. How do you reconcile that? How once being under the British flag and once being under the Black Ensign, as it were?
Well, certainly my dukes have been put up, my blades tasted the blood of many an unsavory character, but honestly, I maintain that I was merely defending the virtue.
You have not actually been to sea in a number of years, am I correct?
Well, yes, I suppose you're right.
How many years has it been?
It's carried the water. It's 300 years.
300 years?
Incredible.
Do you miss it?
I don't miss the floggings, I can tell you that. You know. But yes, there's something about being at sea, beguiling, intoxicating.
Our sponsor, Pulp Cigarettes, the cigarette you never inhale but merely hold. When you want to look elegant and sophisticated, Pulp Cigarettes. But remember, never breathe it into your lungs. Let it float out in the air where everyone can see it.
Now, let's get back to that thing that you said before about me and all the blood and whatever.
We'll get to that in a minute. I want to go over it, but you said a word, beguiling.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. Let me ask you this. How did it feel to liberate all those Africans back on that slave ship that you encountered that was marooned, and
yes.
You and the Lady Jane?
Well, this is just one of those things, isn't it? A time when one must do what one thinks is right. I can tell you, though, those chaps turned out to be first-rate sailors and fighters to boot. Though after all that time in the hold, they were in dire need of a bath.
I'm sorry, is this bothering you?
Oh, no.
Would you care for one? It's a pulp cigarette.
No, thank you. Reminds me of the linstocks we used to light the fuses of the cannons on my ship, the Terror.
Yes, back when you were a pirate. Well, before we conclude, what is Tom Bristol up to these days?
Well, I was a royal commander, not a pirate. But now I run a private charter out of Nevis, down in the Caribbean. Come down. Tickets are half off on Thursdays. Kids get in free with the purchase of any full-price adult ticket. See for yourself. It's a... Along the pirate theme, though.
Yes, yes.
The kids love it.
And you can read all about Tom Bristol's adventures in Under the Black Ensign by L. Ron Hubbard, newly published in paperback and audiobook form, and available wherever books are sold. Get into the action at goldenagestories.com. I'm Lawrence Carpetburner, and I'll see you again when next I put elbows on the table. that went rather well.
Oh, thank you so
Well,
much.
thank you for coming
I
in.
felt like the middle part there was especially enticing, don't you think?
The middle part?
Yes.
I wasn't really paying attention.
No?
No, I never really listen.
Well, I had said something about myself, and I don't remember what you asked, but it was something about me.
Blah, blah, blah,
probably,
blah, 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 blah.